They're new and they don't need bothered any more than they are.
Thank you.
Same with truckers.
When they're making, 35,000 a run.
Why are we taxing small people that has like 100K? Why aren't we taxing the big people that have 500 mil?
That's why I don't think the tax bracket is too bad of an idea.
You could tax weapon sales, maybe, if you could find a way to do that.
Well, you just tax everybody on, according, like, for example, when I meant about the vehicle taxes and the house taxes, it depends on what the vehicle is actually worth. Of course, that would take a lot of scripting, but at least it'd be something fair.
Cortazar, idea that I was thinking of is, like in real life, you know how they have the different tax brackets, where if you had over a certain money...
1 second. Go ahead.
If you had over a certain amount of money, you would get taxed %. If you had less than money, you'd get taxed. So, like, the people who have, like, less than 100K, their tax would be, like 5% or something. If the person with 100 million be like a
what is your government? As in, is it left or is it right?
It's kind of, I don't know.
Are you conservative or are you a communist?
My fault.
Or a socialist or a liberal? What are you?
Seth is a libertarian, kind of.
He's a
independent.
There's a between two. Libertarian would be more like middle.
Yeah, he's a libertarian.
You believe in freedom of speech, you believe in hard work, but you do believe that the lower classes do deserve help too.
Exactly.
You would be a libertarian.
Ooh. Is that good or bad in your mind?
It's good.
It depends on the government too. I think it should depend on each government and their political views on the thing. Like for example, someone that's communist gets elected, then I mean I don't think we would let the server turn communist, but some
like
way
dictator.
We would make it a little bit more socialist when it comes to taxes. I think it really depends on that, and people would actually vote for people because of that. Like, the poor would vote for the socialist and, like, the left wing, but the rich would vote for the right wing, which is work your ass off. You don't get anything free.
Yeah.
What about, possible, like, property tax? Depends on how big your property is, though.
Well, what we said is, more to the electric bill tax, which I don't know why they removed it, because that could actually bring in a lot of...
Each 10 paychecks, you should have, we should add back the,
electric bill
level of properties. For example, if your property is a huge-ass mansion, your property should be considered, I don't know, a level 3 property. Then you would be put into that group. Your house would be edited into that group. And once it's edited into that group, each 10 paychecks you get
a bill.
You'd get a certain amount fined. If you have a level 2 property, which is, like a medium house, you'd get level 2 tax applied on your electricity bill. A poor house, like a really broke down house in the middle of Idlewood, would be a level 1.
What's the big idea?
Good luck sorting that when we have over 3,300 houses.
We would have to sit there and do it, but I don't see a problem with doing that.
Not to mention houses are moved hundreds of times every day.
Okay, so whenever a house is
What was
moved,
that for?
the admin who moved it will look into
Exactly,
where
and
it's
that's
being
why.
moved and place it accordingly.
And that's why we shouldn't have several levels. We should have like 3 levels: a medium one, a low house, and a high, like expensive property level.
That does technically already exist in the house system. There's a class variable.
I think Devin wanted it back.
But the way that I was always taught to create houses was to always set it to low.
Oh, we should have more Pizza Boy bikes, by the way. I'm on neck, Brendan, about that.
Oh, and also, you know the bike rental in Billimore? When I was a CA, I always used to rent a bike, and so I wouldn't be going so fast, and I'd do my requests on it. And give me something to do, But they removed it, and now I'm kind of sad.
Hey,
well, they need to make the pizza bikes have a respawn timer like the VIP cars, because half of them just get lost anywhere around the map.
Yeah, plus you can
sometimes I just spawn it.
Same with trucker trucks, they need timers on them. They're left alone long enough.
He's an alien.
Seth, when a person pays for the vehicle to be unimpounded, do you see any of that money, the 200k?
No, that's the thing that I want to talk
User joined your
to
channel.
you about.
Yeah, that's one thing that should be added, and maybe for every hour that your vehicle's left in the impound garage, you get charged like 5k or something for storage space.
Is it already like that? I paid for storage
No.
not like a couple months ago, and I paid like 600k to get my Turismo out.
No,
Go annoy
you
someone
don't have to
else.
pay, I think it's like
Channel.
200k to get it unimpounded, but I'm not too sure about paying.
I think it does
storage.
go up though.
The money from unimpounding should go to the government, though. That would fund them a lot, basically. I should know. I impound a lot of cars every day that are left on the road.
How would
Hey,
you
look where
combat
you're
the people who
going.
log out of the server? Cars back.
If they're impounded, then they're not going to be
Get off!
on. They're going to be impounded when they log back in.
And the ones that log are being towed is already an issue that we've dealt with already, so there's not really anything new there.
Soon enough, factions will probably have to deal more with ticketing people than doing whatever. Like, I see a lot of cops ignoring people that are speeding down the Market Street. Where like the San Fierro, like the tunnel, there's like cops sitting there, and like people drive all kinds of like ways, and people just sit there and watch. You guys should go after those people. And we might bring in a system to fix that. Probably not, I don't know when. Has to go through approval, but we'll see.
If I could add something to that, just because there's a lot of people that do good at speeder, but when we see an Infernus that goes to about 90, we're not gonna chase it. I mean, we're never gonna get to it.
Left your channel.
Well, if he's in the middle of the city
User
and he's
joined your
going
channel.
and probably hitting something along the way and not stopping, you know, at like whatever, and, you know, there's a problem.
Getting a little subject there, guys. Just saying.
Alright, I have a suggestion that might help the low amount of money in the vault and the civil unrest. You have like a sort of fair. The money gathered from it would, of course, be profit given to the government. It would also give all the civilians something to do during this time and get their mind off everything. Could have Ferris wheels.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Seth.
This is an OC question. I'm new to the server, so I don't know like, about the system and stuff. So is there like, for impounding cars, is there like a system for it, or do you just like put it into this? I don't know, these
There's
logs?
an actual command.
I'm
that
rich, you're
impounds
not. Get lost.
So if someone like relogs, do they get it back?
No, you have
once
to
the
actually
vehicle-
release it from DMV, I think.
Yeah, once the vehicle's impounded, it stays like that until it's paid.
User left your channel.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was like something.
You guys can start leaving the building in city in
What's your
the White House,
problem?
'cause I have to start getting going here.
Seth, do you guys see the money from ticketing as well?
That will be in the next update.
Well, Seth, another thing is family
User
vehicles,
left your
should I say?
channel.
You can't tax family vehicles, but maybe any family vehicle that gets a ticket, it charges that family, and you get the money
Look
from that
out!
family, rather than just having people use family vehicles all the time and not being punished for it whatsoever.
So sorry.
User in your channel timed out.
It also calls for cleaner streets as well.
Actually, if I may,
User
to be
joined your
honest,
channel.
like, a criminal organization wouldn't exactly
User
be paying
entered
their
your
tickets. I
channel.
mean, that's certainly something that's petty, but
Watch the loafers.
I mean, that could be something that the LEOs could collect on, is if, like, let's say
Don't touch my ass.
this such and such family or crime organization,
User left your channel.
they don't pay a certain amount of tickets, they eventually
User left
end
your
up
channel.
getting this big giant warrant or case on them
User in your
constructed.
channel.
Like, it'll be noticed, like, sort of like the DMV thing, where somebody who has either like they're wanted and they're trying to release their vehicle from DMV, it'll get a notice to the law enforcement officers, and they can either go to judicial, get a longer warrant on that person, or just simply go after that person or after that
User left
family
your
and raid
channel.
them. It'd be
User
giving
in your channel timed out. User entered
the
your channel.
LEOs more chance to raid them
User
with an
left
RP
your
reason.
channel.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you, LSPD and SAS.
Seth, I say eliminate the entire income tax on paychecks and just include a sales tax on almost everything of around
we
15.
It's impossible to get money that way.
People buy things constantly.
Yeah,
this includes cars.
If we don't have an income tax, we're not going to get any money at all.
You need income tax.
Yeah. I mean, this is some fantasy. Bring me to City Hall, Lionel.
We'll make it a 10% income tax and just lower the income tax.
We can't.
Then
if we have it any lower, 20 or so, then we lose money. We slowly lose money.
I don't really think you would lose money if you had a sales tax, but okay.
Dude, I know.
Hey,
I know for a
Des is the
fact.
president, so he makes the calls. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna argue with me. This is not my first time doing it. It used to be. We used to be able to do it no problem. But I'm gonna talk to you, Cortazar, after.
Sure thing.
But yeah, we tried putting it at 15%. We lose money. I mean, it was fine when we had a whole bunch in there. You know, we can lose a little bit of money, but right now, with only 43 mil right now, we can't be losing money. We don't even have enough to pay anybody.
User disconnected.
Come on, Lionel, let's go. Don't stop for red light. What do you think?
Oh, breaking the law, are we?
No, he is.
Better stop the crosswalks.
Don't
encourage
stop
him.
at red lights anyways.
Don't encourage him.